So we got YB. If you haven't hit that notification bell or that like button, make sure that you do if you enjoy the content. So we really haven't heard too much about YB ever since he ended up getting out, and it seemed like he ended up going straight to the halfway house. He didn't actually go home. But the things that we have been hearing about him is that I guess he ended up got a tour that he's planning to do, and that's kind of confirmed from the people around him. And it's just a lot of other stuff like him deleting like YouTube videos or music videos, and that's pretty much it until now, where I guess on the news they end up posting that a lot of neighbors was kind of feeling some type of way because they all of a sudden they started seeing like guards with guns and bulletproof vests. And I was kind of confused about that because he been had that for months and months. He always had guards with guns and everything in his music video. So I guess they was kind of within the compound or right at his door as well, so it wasn't really prevalent. But they was saying like they walk their dogs up the road all the time, so I'm pretty sure they would have seen it before. So that's the only thing I was kind of confused about. But I guess they end up seeing a whole bunch of cars and stuff pull up to actually get him back into the his house or Gravedigger Mountain. But one of the neighbors seemed like she cool with YB, she know YB, and she kind of understand like he a cool dude. He was very respectful when she spoken to him, and she just wanted to make him cookies, but she was explaining how the neighborhood kind of felt about him when he actually came in. So they not really understanding of what's actually going on, but she actually know him from before, so that's why she was cool to talk with them and say how everything is pretty much going in the neighborhood.
4 or 5 police car
stopped by 2 guys with bulletproof vests and security uniforms all in black, and one of them had an AK strapped to his chest.
So as you can see, a lot of people just feel some type of way about him coming back in with all his guards and all the stuff that's really going on. But it's probably the only interesting thing that they've seen in a long time in that neighborhood, so they probably get a kick out of it. It's something to talk about. But basically his neighbor ended up talking about him actually being respectful and how he really acts around them, and maybe she can share that to the other people in the neighborhood. So it kind of seemed like he wasn't making a ruckus, or it wasn't no problem when he was actually there before, because it seemed like this like the first time they actually seen something big or anything happen, because they wasn't too familiar about YB being there.
Kid, I mean, he's really young, I mean, this is a very young person, very, very young person, very kind. He called me ma'am. I told him I've never listened to his music. He said, I don't recommend it. That's
he
what he
said that?
Oh yeah, he said, ma'am, I don't recommend it. He has a southern accent.
So it seemed like she really messed with YB, and a lot of older people do, I guess, because he's respectful and he always soft spoken. But hopefully he chilling while he's at home. He get to chill and lay back and not get in too much trouble on social media, drop some music and do his tour, and that's pretty much it. But y'all let me know in the comment section how you feel about YB. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.